If you hear a little wind in the background, got the windows open. We got some storms out west. Nothing too severe in the metro, but some tornadoes out west. But nonetheless, it is October and it's Oklahoma, so you never know what you may get. However, nonetheless, it's time to have some fun. I got, you may remember these two wonderful gentlemen a few months back, Mr. Daryl Branch from East Tennessee State, and then Mr. D'Artagnan Tinsley from KCU. And I apologize, Tennessee State, um, for Mr. Branch. Gentlemen, welcome back, first of all. And I know that the seasons were, what, 5 games in, 6 games in. And how's the season going for both of you guys?
You want to go first? You want me to go? It's up to you.
You can go first.
I mean, it kind of started off shaky, especially with a new coaching staff and whatnot. But after we got our feet wet, we got our abs wet a little bit. But after that, we kind of got a hold of it. So right now, it's definitely on the up and up.
It's definitely the same thing here. I mean, I just came in, new coaching staff. We just got to build that. Like, we could be really good. We had a rough start, but we definitely get in right now and it's just going up and up, so it's definitely something great to watch here.
Hey, very nice. I know, starting off with KCU, of course, a heartbreaker this past weekend against Kaiser,
Hmm.
sixth ranked team in the country. You guys played phenomenally almost the entire game. Of course, kind of Kaiser scoring 21 answered points, but I'm sure that was a tough one for you guys back in Grayson.
Yeah, it was definitely tough, especially like when you do everything right, to be in that position to win, and then we just kind of we knew that they was gonna come out in the second half swing, especially with them being a top 10 team, and they kind of rallied back and won. So it was 17-16 till like the final 2 or 3 minutes of the game,
Wow.
and then they kind of scored one more time, and we couldn't get it in. That's how they won the game. I mean, they're a good team, hands down.
And for Tennessee State, of course, a huge win at Austin P. Um, for you guys, what was it like going down there and getting the much needed win?
No, it's definitely a great atmosphere out there. I mean, our record wasn't so good, but we were definitely a great team to come in. We prepared, had a great week of practice. It was definitely an all around good game. You know, good tight defensive game. We had a good game scheme for that, and just we fought. Austin P was supposed to beat us, but we had to do what we had to do.
Very nice. And of course, I got to ask you, Daryl. I think we talked about last the last time you were on the show. I know the Jackson State game didn't go your guys' way, but did Eddie George and Deion Sanders race to the 50 and see who can still outrun each other?
No, Deion had a boot in his ankle, so he didn't do too much running.
Just kind of curious.
And man, I led up.
It's lagging, huh?
He's lagging hard. Can you still hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. But I can't hear him. It's just lag.
It's stuck on his face. I mean, what do you want us to take over the show? I don't. Oh no, this is okay.
Man, to take over the show.
I don't even know how this works. It just Buddha. Hold on, let me see something.
No, I think it booted it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to see. Because if we still live, I mean, people still tuning in. Hold on. Hold on, let me see something.
No, I think it booted it.
Oh no, yeah, we still live, bro. We still live, bro. So I mean, what you just want to go off the dome? I don't really know. Like I said, it's his show. I don't know what questions he wanted to ask, but
I mean, you got his number? I don't think I got his number.
yeah, he said I guess it kicked me off.
Shit, I don't know what he want there.
I just texted him. Hold on.
Here you go. He right there.
All right, bad.
Apparently, we were streaming still that whole entire time. So
Yeah.
I don't know what in the world happened there, but we'll keep going as if nothing happened. But of course, with everything that's going on in this world and social media and school and football and all that, um, how do you guys find a way to manage everything and try to avoid all the negativity? Of course, throughout the football season, when times can get tough, of course, it's a gruesome battle through from August to roughly November.
Um, repeat your question again. You was laughing again, bro. I could barely hear you.
No, you're good. In a way, how do you balance all that's been going on? With regardless of the negativity around the country, you got school, football, so on and so forth. How do you guys try to stay focused on exactly what you're trying to get there? Of course, getting a degree at the university and then to play football as well.
For me, it's just tuning out all extra noise. Like social media, is social media. People gonna put whatever they feel is gonna be on their mind. So you just kind of don't even tune into that. For me, it's just your priorities is probably three. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same for him. It should be God, you know, the classroom and football, and then of course your family and stuff. But as far as social media, you can't really worry too much about that and wrap your mind up in all that because it's extra. So
Yeah, I'm agreeing right with him. Same thing with social media. Don't get your head all in that. Definitely just like he said, classroom, family. That's how it is. Really, just stay on focus, stay on task. Don't try to get behind in your classes. If you get behind in the class, it's hard to come back when you're an athlete because you miss one thing, you miss a class, you miss an assignment, you're already 2 sets behind, and you can't afford that. Messing with your eligibility and stuff, so you got to be on top of your work. So that's the main thing, really.
Very nice. And I know kind of want to bring you on both at the same time, kind of get a not so much of a different setting, but kind of want to compare obviously NAIA for D'Artagnan, of course, Daryl with the FCS, and try to see what are kind of differences there is from the standpoint of the NAIA to FCS. Of course, I know obviously bigger guys, and even though the NAIA, trust me by experience, there are some big guys down there. But what are some that we may know or pop some ideas, or you guys may try to kind of compare? What are some differences in the FCS level compared to the NAIA level?
so I mean, in order for me to answer off that, I guess I would have to know how it is with his setup. So how's y'all setup?
Like our day-to-day setup, or like
Yeah, just day to day, like practice, you know.
well, how we do it here is like we get up here. It's like we got like a breakfast at 6 in the morning,
Mandatory.
mandatory. Yeah, it's mandatory. But like 6:20, we got a special teams meeting. Then we got position meetings. Then we got offensive meetings. Shit, and then we got a walkthrough after that. We got like three walkthroughs after that, 2 or 3 walkthroughs. Then we got pre-practice. Then we got the real walkthrough. And then after that, we got the stretch. And we got like an hour and a half practice. And then after that, I said, and then our day over. And then we got classes for the rest of the day. And then we go meet
Y'all doing all
with your coach. Say it again.
I said y'all doing all this in the morning? Or y'all like morning?
We do all morning, and then we lift in the afternoon.
I got you. See, we like we're opposite. So y'all do everything in the morning. We do everything after classes and whatnot. So you really, and our head coach, he's big on sleep anyway. So your day might not start until 8. It might not start until 9. If you don't got no classes, your day might not start until whenever
Mhm.
it's time to lift at 11 or whatever your set time is. Like for me, I don't lift until 10 a.m. So, but I might be up at 7 just to be up. But we'll lift and then you'll go to class till about 3:30. Or you, to be honest, it just depends on the day. Most of the time we're meeting at 7 in the morning, and that's just position meetings, going over film, looking at the scouting report and whatnot. And then you can go lay back down, and then you got lifts from like those start at 9 and they end until like 2 or something like that. And then 3:30 we got practice. After practice you got the calf and you got your study time, and that's basically it. That's your day throughout the week besides Sundays, and you kind of get that to yourself.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was at Arizona, U of A. That's how it was. Like we just had like in the morning we'll lift. Shit, after that we'll go to like it's at a Power 5 school. It's at a Power 5 school. After this, we'll in the morning time we'll be like sharing lifts, and then
Hmm.
you'll go to your class, and you'll come back maybe like 3. You probably have meetings at like 3, and then you there definitely you ain't leaving that thing to like 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30 on a good day. So that's how it was. But like here, it's just like flip. So it's kind of the same thing. We're just in the morning time now. Got to become a morning person quick.
Gotcha.
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty much. I'm kind of like with D'Artagnan and when Coach Dameron was there when the program first started. That's pretty much how it was. Was everything was pretty much in the afternoon. Chapel. We all had to sit as a group. It was the
Yeah.
usually first 2, 3, maybe 4 rows, and no, it was structured, but nonetheless, I'm kind of everything was practically the same with how it was. Theirs was was in the afternoon, lifting in the evenings, and but back then we didn't have no, it was all we had we got a little weightlifting area, but it wasn't what they got now, which is a phenomenal facility.
Yeah, I ain't even. Where's y'all used to lift at? Like when you was here, Life Center.
The Life Center. Yep. I had to think for a
Yeah,
second. So,
that's different.
so you had a Life Center because it had had attached to it. I think it was a temporary attachment. I think because the soccer field was non-existent. It was just a field. So you had the Lubs. Let's see, Lubs across. Then you got the library, chapel, the Life Center. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, because obviously the stadium was non-existent. The field was just a field because you had your soccer goalposts in the back, and that was about really what it was.
Yeah, that's different, bro. Especially how it looks now. Nah,
Is
it's
it?
not the same at all. Yeah,
Yeah, because off the highway you just had the tall case Kentucky Christian University sign. You don't see obviously there was nothing. It was just a field, the sign, the Life Center, and campus, and that was it. Because when was there, that nursing building just either was being built or is wrapping up to being finished to being completed.
you talking about
Um,
King, like the little.
oh, the medical. I can't think of the
Yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah. King's
Right when
daughter.
you pull into the campus.
Hmm.
And when I was there, McDonald's was serving chicken noodle soup, which I didn't understand why,
Hell
but they were.
no. McDonald's ain't got no chicken noodle soup. That's some country stuff. I ain't never heard no chicken noodle soup at McDonald's.
But no, it was good nonetheless. Daryl, obviously 5 games in, 6 games in. What has it been like learning under Eddie George, of course, Hugh Jackson, kind of those guys that's been in the NFL? What has it been even for the team standpoint? What has it been like to have that type of person at the university to learn from?
Yeah, it's just definitely just putting you like we just in an NFL situation every day. You know, they breaking us down. You know, grading us on everything we do, and you know, just everything they would do to the pros. You know, we just getting the same treatment. You know, just pushing us, working as hard as we can. You know, just telling us what we do to improve ourselves, and you know, to be successful and all around at this game.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm of course knowing that when I first heard the news of um, Eddie George being a part of the university, I thought that's going to be a special guy to learn from. I'm sure he's got stories like you can't believe um, to share, and of course experiences, and of course D'Artagnan Jack Russell hasn't been like quick
He
transition, of
said
course.
Jack.
But
Jack
how's everything
Russell.
been?
I mean, he cool. He's definitely he's not the same as far as Coach Phipps, but
Right,
as far as when I mean, I don't mean like in a bad way. I
right.
mean, Coach Phipps is a fire, in your face kind of coach, and he's more laid back, more of a player's kind of coach. And I mean, he's cool. Our offensive line coach, Coach Couch, he coached in the NFL with the Bengals, so I definitely feel Daryl when he was talking about the grading and just correcting every little thing. Like it's a whole different level from previous.
Anything to add to that, Daryl?
Same thing. My old line coach, he even coached in the NFL too as well, tight ends. So he didn't been around, so he definitely he gonna be on you about every little thing. Just it's once you do good, it's part of the struggle.
Got a comment in during the chat. Dalen Griffin, yes sir, hard work pays off.
Yeah, it's my little cousin. That's my little cousin. Yeah, so somebody tuned in for sure.
Totally agree with that comment though. And regardless of what it is, um, what's been I know Daryl, the transition from Arizona to Nashville. Any has it been any differences or kind of what you expected?
No, it's definitely a little different here. I mean, it's just a little southern, Arizona, it rains so much here. I don't know why it rains. It just rains so much. I ain't used to that.
Mm,
But it's not a bad transition though. It's just definitely there's more city here. I mean, I haven't really got out too much, but it's a good place. It's a good vibe around here. Good people. So it's definitely quick to adapt to for sure.
Where are you from, like originally? Then are you from
No, I'm
LA?
not. No, I'm from the East. I was born in Philadelphia, but then I moved to Arizona for like a
nice.
couple years of high school, and then I went to U of A, and
Hmm,
then I just transferred from U of A to Tennessee State.
got you.
Nice. D'Artagnan, how's Grayson still treating you?
It's Grayson. That's why I said I'll trade Daryl in a heartbeat, boy, for the rain and everything. I mean, you ain't got nothing but a Taco Bell, a Dollar General,
Yo.
a grocery store, and that I don't even go to. I don't even know what it is for real. A Wendy's, a Arby's, Long John Silver's, a Little Caesars, and that's about it, man.
That's exactly what
And
was there
that's
when
on one strip. That's on one strip. Like that's the city. That's it. Ain't
mm-hmm.
nothing else. And then you got a campus. That's it, bro. So definitely staying in Nashville. I'll trade you in a heartbeat for the rain, snow, sleet, all that.
No.
Nah, he's good. Is the Kmart still there?
Nah, Kmart ain't no. Kmart ain't around no
Maybe
more, dog.
maybe the only Kmart that's open is happy being Grayson. You never know.
Nah, not here. Not here. We gotta travel 30 minutes to Walmart.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I feel like a
30
Jugo more than
minutes?
anything. But 30, bro. I'm telling you, 30 to go to, like, what's
It's
your favorite restaurant, bro?
Yeah.
I don't even know really. I be hitting Wendy's a little bit here and there, but like food restaurant.
Yeah, like you got to go sit down. What's your favorite restaurant?
Ooh, it's a little hard. Probably like a Texas Roadhouse maybe.
All right, that's 40 minutes.
Yep.
That's 40
Yep.
minutes, bro.
40.
40. You driving 40, bro, to get to Texas Roadhouse. 30 to get to the nearest Walmart. 30 to a Waffle House. We got a
Chick-fil-A.
Huddle House here, but the food ain't it ain't even hitting like it.
No. Yeah, Grayson is a very, very small town. Put it lightly. Nice people, but they knew I was out of state because my accent was not meeting up with theirs.
I don't even
Where's
talk
this
to
at
y'all
again?
here, so I
What state is
So,
this? What state is y'all? What state y'all in?
I'm in Kentucky.
yeah,
Kentucky.
so
Okay, that ain't too far from us.
Nah,
when I
see,
first
so
yeah, I'm gonna say when I
go ahead.
first interviewed D'Artagnan, I didn't let him know I was a KCU person at first, and then kind of gave him heads up, kind of make the vibe a little, like okay, cool, and so we can kind of share the same stuff. Yeah, Grayson, when I was there, Kmart was there at the time, but obviously they're gone. Did anybody move in that building? Or is just empty?
Nah, I don't, man. I ain't even been over there. I don't even know. I don't get out for real. I don't trust
I
nobody
never do
around
either.
this campus, boy.
No, do I trust? Well, I didn't either. If it wasn't the Long Johns that was across the highway, I just stayed, locally. It was campus. You had McDonald's, Arby's across the street, Taco Bell, Wendy's, and that was really what was it.
Mm-hmm. It's still the same.
Oh my god. So, Derek, you're gonna trade him for a week?
I don't know about that for a week.
I ain't
Shoot.
even, I ain't even that far away from you. Like in my hometown, like I'm probably like
Where
an
you
hour
from?
away from Nashville. I'm from Orangeburg, Kentucky, so Western Kentucky. That's why
Oh,
this is
okay.
a whole different switch for me. Like I got some family that go to Tennessee State, but
Oh, wow.
yeah. So this is different for me. I'm all the way east,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
so I'm used to like a nice 60, 61K in a city. Buildings. Ain't no skyscrapers in Orangeburg, but there's buildings for sure. You get there, it's not
Right.
even a building. It's like,
Wow. That's a like a reality check. Like, damn, like where am I? Like,
oh,
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely, absolutely.
Like football, man, I'm telling you, classes in football and hanging with like the relationships you build at school, that's the only why you come
right.
back.
Yep.
It's ain't got nothing to do with, the teachers, the staff, none of that.
Right.
Coming from Oklahoma City to Grayson, which I didn't know at the time how big Grayson was. Coach Dameron just sent calls, say, "Hey, I'm interested. Would you like to come out with building a program?" I said, "Hey, cool." I mean, I never heard of Grayson, and then went out
And I
there
bet
like,
you,
"Oh, this is Grayson." Okay.
yeah, I bet you still know the people that you came in with too.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
Yep.
like I was telling one of my best friends before the show, his name Chop, his name Lakel. Shout out to that man. I was telling him, I was like, look, you don't come back. I don't really know. I'm like, I don't really know, dog.
Ah, it's a nice town if you're used to small towns, but yeah, it puts you to. It's a good wake up call. It's not so much of a wake up call as if it's a cultural shock. It's different for sure.
Most definitely. So with Tennessee State, does it stand true as everything else? Did he hold on? I think he might have kicked him. Yeah, it done kicked him out. Did he kick me too? Can you still hear me?
I can see. Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what happened with my camera. Hold on. There we
But
go.
for all the listeners out there, of course, the ones that and also the ones that are also um, watching the live stream. Grayson is in between Moorhead and Huntington or Ashland, West Virginia. And so look him up and you'll just Google Grayson. You'll enjoy it.
No, you will not. You will not enjoy the 600 people that stay here. I'm telling you.
And half of that's a campus.
Yes.
I mean, it's
If it's 600, I might just be generous, man. I don't know. I'm being so serious.
Oh man. But we're waiting on, of course, Dale Branch coming back from his knowledge that it kicked him off. He's currently in the I guess this study hall, school hall. So, all right, Rstream, I'm using you. You guys are right now disappointing me. It wasn't as bad as this, but there he is. Coming up for KCU at St. Andrews University. Do tell us what you may know a little
Hear me
about
now?
them. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
yeah
can hear
we
you.
can hear
I
you.
can hear you. You lagging though. Yeah, you lagging though. Y'all gotta invest in that Verizon wireless sponsorship for sure. Let me put my phone on.
But
He's probably about to kick that man again.
mm-hmm. Looking forward to St. Andrews University. Of course, you guys played them in what I would consider the 2020/21 spring season. So obviously, you guys are familiar with St. Andrews, but now a full season. What are you guys expecting out of them for this weekend?
Well, it's like a rivalry game. You know, they're a newer program. They came around after us, so we play for a trophy every year. You know, it's the little Knights trophy.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely just talking to one of their tackles. You know, one of their offensive linemen. He won it back bad. You know, they definitely lost a close one last year. So as far as this year, you know, they're gonna definitely come out swinging. I mean, they're 0-5 right now, but we really can't get caught up in that
Right.
because you know rivalry games will always bring out the best
Yep.
of any opponent. So we're definitely not overlooking them. But there's no reason why, in my eyes, I don't think that we can't go in there and you know beat them handily. I think that we're a good team. I think that they're a good team too. But if I had to put our chips in you know on one side of the table, I'm definitely going with us every time. So
Mr. Branch, can you hear us?
it's the HBCU Wi-Fi, boy. Lord, Jesus.
But continuing with, of course, has the food been pretty good this year? Now, I know we
No.
last talked. It was pre
Mm-mm.
coming on the campus, so
Yeah, nah. The food, bro, is. So I can tell
yeah,
you the menu week in, week out, bro. It's not. You just eat it because you have to.
you have to.
And
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, just to make sure that you're getting some kind of nutrition. But it's not even. Nah, I definitely miss home's cooked. And like
is
home meal,
oh,
whole bunch of
absolutely.
home meals. Like that home cooking different, man.
Is Sunday night still pizza night usually? Because see,
Mm-mm.
when I was there, it was almost strictly Sunday night. They would almost always make pizza, and that was about all you're gonna get for Sunday night.
Nah, they don't even got pizza on Sundays. It's just during the week.
Wow.
And Brad's still here, though. Ain't nothing changed with Brad. He's been here since y'all was here for sure.
Yep. looking at the schedule, of course, it's you got obviously you don't want to go down too far, but I see Faulkner down there. I know how much Faulkner is a huge rival, of course, to
Yeah,
KCU.
that's the get back game for sure. You know, last year we all know about last year, especially on our campus or just in our little
Mhm.
conference. So we definitely want that one back. We got a whole bunch of Alabama boys on our team that they definitely want to go down there and beat them in their home state. So that's gonna be a big game. But we still gotta play these three most definitely. You know, St. Andrews is a good team. Point's a good team, and Bluefield. I mean, they put up points, and they're definitely a good team too. So we can't even start looking ahead that far. We still gotta play the
Mhm.
first three. Is he back?
Are you there,
Good.
Daryl?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear you.
sir.
Lord, this connection is too bad, like, terrible. In Buffalo, y'all. You hear me now?
Ooh,
Oh man,
that's that
y'all
No, you're
HBCU
good.
connection, ain't
connection
it?
is there.
We'll blame our stream afterwards.
Say
But
that again one more time.
And it's about to kick him again.
yep,
It's
he's about
probably
to
about to
get
kick
kicked
him
off.
again.
Oh, what you say again? Like, I can hear you now.
Alrighty. I said you're good, bro. I said I can just I'll blame our stream later. And this is my second time using him, and the first time was not very impressive either. Uh, but yeah, it's been bad. But looking forward to Tennessee Tech for you guys at Nissan Stadium. Um, tell us a little about Tennessee Tech, what you guys do know as of right now, and how has it been play? How has it been playing at Nissan Stadium?
Oh, definitely playing at Nissan Stadium is crazy. I playing. Well, first game was against Kentucky State, and that was a good game. It rained, so it wasn't a good turnout, but like it was definitely a good first experience playing on NFL field. Locker rooms and all that stuff. It was definitely a great atmosphere. But like with Kentucky, with Tennessee Tech, they definitely a well-rounded team. They definitely got two. They're on a roll right now. It's at 2 wins in a row, so they definitely coming off high. They definitely coming in. It's going to be a head-to-head battle the whole game. And they're definitely on a roll right now. We're definitely got a on high, coming off a good win. So it's definitely going to be a good, fight for a good spot in this conference and show dominance where we at right now. So definitely going to be a great four-quarter game for sure.
Very nice, and of course, coming off the win against Austin P, you would hate to. Are you guys afraid of a letdown, or is kind of Coach George has always been saying, let the game go in the past and just move on to the next one?
You still there?
We might have lost him again.
Yeah, I think he
We
up out of
lost
there.
him. But
That man's connections fighting harder than Deontay Wilder in the 10th right now, man.
I was about to ask you, did you watch that fight?
Yeah, oh, lost
Oh.
money on that fight. I'm beyond mad on that fight.
I think a lot of people lost money in that fight.
Yeah,
I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
he was done after the fourth, man. It's simple. He was done after the fourth.
Have you watched much football? Um, besides playing, obviously, have you watched much NFL or college ball?
Um, yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I definitely keep up with the NFL. But yeah, I've watched some college ball. Definitely Ohio State, mostly. But yeah, I mean, I've watched not as much as I usually have,
Right.
previous years, but here and there.
What's your thoughts on what Dallas should do with Zeke?
I mean, I think he's getting hot now. So in the beginning, I was kind of saying like, okay, if he doesn't produce, and it's time to move on. But I think his touches. The more that you give him touches, the more you're gonna
Yep.
rack up yards. So I definitely think he'll be fine long term. They just had to get him going again.
Well, Dak's looking good, and of course CD's is going off, and I like Micah Parsons. I think he'll do fine down there on defense.
Yeah, I agree. I,
That
I agree
he's a
100%.
stud. Believe we got Daryl back. Daryl, can you hear us?
No, I can't
No.
hear. Yeah, nah.
It's that signal down there. But talking a little NFL, of course, my Broncos are realizing that we might have not been as good as. Even I really thought we would have beat Pittsburgh. I didn't watch the game, but I was really hoping that we could have. But I know I'm not a Chiefs fan, of course, and so obviously be a just a football standpoint. But should Chiefs fans be a little concerned now after getting throttled by Buffalo?
Mm-mm. No, I think they'll be all right. They gotta get refocused. They're so used to coming in and running the same offense year in year out and winning that teams was just caught on. So it's all about schemes and stuff. I mean, they're smart enough to figure that out. If I'm a fan, I'm not worried unless we go into week 8 and we still got a negative record. And yeah, I'll probably be worried then.
Dallas wins the division.
I think so by far.
Let's see, I'm with you. See, I like now with Russell Wilson being out for quite a bit with his injury to his hand. See, I think this is a perfect opportunity, really, for Dallas. And I'm not a Dallas fan by any means, but I think it perfect opportunity for Dallas to now make some noise and probably even position themselves better. Because I think with Seattle being out Russell Wilson being out 6 to 8 weeks, what it's saying anyway, and of course Geno Smith, I think is their starter.
hmm
We'll see how that goes.
I mean, he got options, so it
Yeah.
shouldn't be too hard for him to adjust.
Who's your early MVP candidate?
Mm-mm.
I
I
know
don't
it's a tough.
know. It's too many right now, man. Lamar's doing good.
Yep.
Tom's doing good. Like you can't give it to Mahomes. You can't give it to Aaron Rodgers. I don't know, man. You can even throw Dak in there. He hasn't been playing too bad.
I know a buddy of mine who's a host of Time to BS podcast. He always says I'm a homer, but it can't, it's kind of hard to be a homer when he's balling. But it's not Baker Mayfield by any means. But would you consider Kyler Murray in the MVP race or
Oh,
not?
most definitely, most definitely. I definitely didn't even think about him. Him and D Hop.
Oh, D Hop's going off.
Yeah, is that the guy that does the little watch company or whatnot? Is that who you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some good people. I'll definitely check into them. They're good people. They got nice watches and got my sunglasses around here somewhere. I'm sure my son took them. I bet. But yeah, he's going after some big time people, and the Law Terrain is some good folks. I highly recommend them. God dang. Um, but man, dude, I'm excited for you guys. Excited for you, and I've been keeping tabs on. I've been watching you guys, even at work. I've
Oh,
been like
you've been
put my AirPods in, listening, watching.
so what you think so far? Basically, from what you've seen.
You guys are honestly, you guys are there. It's just now I can't say for Kaiser because I unfortunately my eyes were completely glued to OU Texas. Um, so I can't speak on that one, but I read the recap. It sounds like pretty much what the season's been, for the exception of week one. You guys, I can tell. I'm sure it's frustrating. Um, to you guys, because you guys, of course, for week one, which is always tough, regardless of who you are, but barely losing to Warner, and then Kaiser. You guys are there. You guys are absolutely there, and taking Kaiser practically to the end, who's sixth, seventh in the country, something like that. That speaks
Back to six
volumes.
now. Yeah.
That speaks volumes. No, I think you guys are right there. It's that final. As my dad would always, when my dad was growing up, he always say, "You guys just gotta finish." I'm like, "Yeah, but we're getting our ass whooped."
Yeah.
It's that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, God. But no, you guys are there. I like you guys. I really like this team this year.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely mess with us too, for sure. Like I said, I feel like once we figure everything out, I think these next
Hmm.
five can be whatever we really want them to be. But I definitely think playoffs is still there. Everything's still
Oh,
there for us. We
absolutely.
just gotta focus in, lock in, and definitely win these 5 games.
And it's doable. I mean, I know St. Andrews, of course, Point and Bluefield can play. And of course, the last 2 weeks of the season against top 25 teams in Faulkner, and of course, and then Reinhardt. So, of course, you finish off the year on a tough note, but I mean, they're winnable games, and especially the way you guys been playing, I don't see. I mean, it's doable. You guys are
Right.
there. I'm happy for you guys. You guys are playing phenomenal. I know it's not the results you guys are getting, but you guys were hoping for
Yeah,
it. But you guys are there,
I agree. I agree.
definitely there. And honestly, I know what year was that? They had one of the better years. I think this team is right next to was it 18? No, last year. I can't. No, last year was COVID. 19. I don't remember. 18 or 19. But this team's right next to him, talent wise and everything else. Now this is a good team, and I think uh, I think you guys will finish out strong.
Got you. Yeah, I do too. I agree.
Yeah, I like this team. But any classes that what's your favorite class so far this year?
Favorite class? I don't think favorite classes exist when it comes to college. And to be honest, you kind of learn, different curriculum and just do it. I mean, I got one, two, three online classes, one in person. I guess I'll say creative writing. That's my one
Nice.
in person class that I kind of mess with. But other than that, the other three, and well, really four, are just kind of like online. The work's already uploaded. You just kind of go in there and do it week by week.
Now I was going to ask you. I'm glad you mentioned that. So how's now with school full into gear? Obviously, as we're practically almost the end of the first semester.
Hmm.
Um, how's what's all is majority of your guys' classes are online, or is case you just going to say, hey, just we're going to take the risk, or how's COVID playing? How they do? I guess what I'm asking is how is the COVID protocols from practically last year still affecting this year's academic year?
I mean, they're not. I wouldn't say like they're completely lax on COVID,
Right.
but all you really got to do now is just wear a mask. All our
Gotcha.
classes are in person. It's just with me being a history major, I took a lot of in person classes. So
Nice.
now all we can really do is just offer classes online that I take every semester. But COVID protocols, and they just want you to mask up, make sure you wash your hands, simple stuff,
Right.
simple ABC stuff that we've been
That
doing
we
since
should be
COVID
doing.
first started. Yeah. So I
Right.
mean, it ain't nothing crazy. It's not like you walk in there and the desks are 6 feet apart and stuff like that. Especially since the vaccines came out. So
Mm-hmm.
especially you got the COVID vaccine, then I guess they kind of think you're good, but you still got to wear the mask, I guess.
Gotcha. I was kind of curious how that was because I know, like here, the junior college that's literally right down the street from me. I think most of theirs is geared towards online, but you still got some in person classes. I think OU, someone told me they're full on in classes, but of course you still got your online classes. But I was kind of curious how KCU was playing it this year.
Yeah, I know a lot of them bigger schools made you get the vaccine before you came back. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so they're definitely not playing. That's a lot of money they're losing out on if they had to send kids home. So
Man, I'll be honest. That vaccine, I know. I mean, I can't say too much because I got mine, but that second shot did me in, though. Man,
same here.
it did me in. I sat there, you have the 15-minute wait. So I text my wife. I said, okay, second shot's done with 15-minute wait. She's like, okay, well, how you feeling? I'm like, good so far. And then literally not even 3 or 4 minutes after that, my heart starts racing. I'm like, man, I'm gonna die in here in this 15-minute waiting room here. It was, I didn't like it. I didn't like that feeling, to be honest. But
Yeah,
hey, I just did what I thought was the right thing to do. I know
same
there's a
here.
lot of people out there that oppose of it, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not harping on them. So
Yeah, I mean that's like I said, that's not my line of duty to judge. So
nope,
yeah,
nope. I've done enough stuff in my life to be a judge of anybody on that end. NBA's coming up. Do you watch much NBA basketball?
nah, man, I really don't watch it unless it's like Christmas. I watch it on Christmas. I mean, I keep up with it, of course,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I don't really watch too many games. And now when playoffs start, then yeah, I watch the playoffs all the time. But like right now, they'll start in October and carry on through football season. So if I'm not watching football, then I'm definitely kind of not watching basketball too much. I'm doing something else with my time, probably watching film or something to do with football. So
Do you think this is LeBron's final year? He's
no,
still got some years
no,
left in his tank.
nah. Yeah, I think he plays for like was he 30 what now? 36, 37?
I'm sure he's around there. Yeah,
Yeah, nah, I think he got about 34 more after this. So
he's got a team that can build around him. He's got a team, especially now with Russ keeping AD and man, they got tornadoes out of Wazoo. Um, keeping AD, of course, there and grabbing a few extra players. So
gotcha. Is
we'll
so
see.
what is tornadoes big out there like that?
Usually in October, it's not. We broke our own record of 3. Um, Sunday night, we had 14 in one night, but mainly the closest one to us would be about 2 hours southwest, and it kind of pushed east. And then I guess I don't know what's triggering this thing tonight, but they're all out west. I'm guessing they're going to stay out west. I'm hoping because the wife hasn't come in here saying, "Hey, you're going to have to head to the shelter." But everything looks to be out west. But to answer your question, yeah, it's all going to be passing us. Except for that one might do something, but I don't know. To answer your question, in October, yeah, this is rare in October. We may have some from time to time, but nothing like the last 2 nights have been. Our main things, of course, April through early June, usually. but nothing like this. Now this really isn't very common to have tornadoes in October. I guess we just hit whatever triggered them, I guess, at the right time. So yeah, it's definitely. I just didn't realize how many was going up though. But no, it's not very common.
I got you.
So, but it comes with the territory. But on your end, how do you personally on your end? How do you improve your game skills or game set week in and week out?
Um, I just became more of a, I would call myself a film junkie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just obsessed, man, watching offensive line play, defensive line play. Just kind of watching and seeing how a defensive lineman moves, how he uses his hands. And then after I watch that, I might draw up on our board our plays just to see how to look. And then after that, it's just correcting little things that you do in practice as far as mistakes and technique and stuff. And that's basically it, man. I'm blessed enough to have an offensive line coach that coached in the league. So
Mm-hmm.
any kind of questions I have, I just kind of take to him, and we might sit down and discuss and break it down. And if I don't take him to him, then I'll take it to my old O line coach because we still chop it up all the time. And
Nice.
it's just after that, it's kind of self-explanatory. You just got to go out there and put the finished product on the field on Saturdays. So
I was kind of wondering, of course, um, I know everybody has their different sets and um, kind of rearrange things. What is your favorite meal day food prior to the game? I know there's a lot of early games to some people early. Um, what's your favorite food you like to eat on game day if there is one?
so I'm weird on game day, man. Um, I don't like playing on a full gut because it just kind of weighs you down,
Yep.
makes you kind of makes you a little bit sluggish. So
Hmm.
I might just stick with something like a protein shake
Nice.
and a Nutrigrain bar or something like that. But I like there's people that'll be like I eat 3 cheeseburgers before a game, or I eat two breakfast sandwiches. I can't do that. I rather just get a protein shake, some fruit,
Hmm.
and some water, and that's about it. And then after the game, that's a different story. Eat as much as you want, but before, nah, I can't do it.
So I gotta ask this. Say if I'm just gonna pick a game. It's Kaiser. So you wake
Hmm.
up. I'm sure you got your team meeting prior to or team gather up prior to. So for D'Artagnan Tinsley, what is your routine for Kaiser? What was your routine for Kaiser? Meaning, when you're walking in, you're listening. Are you listening to music? If so, any certain brand or band or solo artist or what's your
Yeah,
routine
I mean,
of game?
definitely. I definitely listen to music on game day, and it just switches. It switches with every little thing I do. So I might come in listen to R&B.
Nice.
I might switch over to gospel, but closer to like kickoff game time, it's mostly hip hop, R&B, Drake.
Hmm.
Um, I just started listening to Kanye's new album. That's definitely
It's good.
decent.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, people like that. I definitely listen to that kind of music. But for me, it'll be, we wake up, have our walkthrough. After the walkthrough, I might go make a protein shake, get something to drink. Then I'll come back around we'll have a walkthrough that'll end around 10. So I'll come back around 10:30, 10:45, and then I'll go into the training room, stretch. Any little kinks or anything that's wrong with your body, then we'll flatten them out. Stretch, getting the little boots. I don't know if you've seen them, it's like compression boots
Hmm.
called like Normatex. I'll get in them, and then I'll go to our weight room. I'll roll out. Do a little bit of extra stretching as far as like yoga stuff like that. Just small stuff. Just opening up your hips, and then after that, I'll just go get ready for the game, get locked in, and it'll be game time after that. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
Any fun stuff you do after the game, or just relax?
Most of the time, man, as soon as I finish a game, I go get something to eat. Right after that, I might kick it with some friends for a little while, but most of the time throughout that, even though I'm hanging out,
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for the film to get uploaded. So I'll just sit there and wait on Huddle as soon as the film goes up or watch film, whether
Nice.
that be a loss by 75 or a win
Right.
by 75. It's just, I don't know. I feel like earlier in my like football playing career, as far as high school, I didn't take film as serious. So
Same here.
I always, yeah, I always look at trying to set new goals for myself. So now it's kind of like, I done got so hooked on watching film. That's just what I do. So
Well, what's funny is, and I don't realize that, in a way, if you think about it, not in a think about it, but at least if you're either a current athlete or a former athlete, we always looked at film like in high school. I'm like, well, we sucked so bad. I was like, I ain't watching this. I already knew what happened. We lost by 40 something points. I mean, I ain't gonna watch this. I don't really, And I obviously need to realize that it wasn't about the loss; it's how to improve. But and
hmm
what's funny is, and people may think this is weird that listens to the podcast is, I'll actually just pick a podcast randomly. I'll just scroll one just randomly, pew, like a Wheel of Fortune wheel, just stop and play it, and actually listen to see how I can improve on even the podcast, for example. So as much as I hate, well, one, I don't like hearing myself, which is odd, but it's just true. Um, but but it's like going back to that. It's like growing up, we didn't watch much tape. My dad recorded us, and what's funny is he actually forced us to growing up when we were playing. He'll record us says, for 2 hours. I want you to sit at the table and you better write notes. So we'll have the legal pad, yellow paper, and writing, whatever. And
hmm
so everybody knows when back in those days we actually had a camcorder, and you actually had the film, also the VHS thing was in this. We actually watched it from there, um, but no, I even took it even from throughout, and even like now. I mean, it's not sports, but I'll just pick a podcast and say, hey, how can I improve on X, Y, and Z, and I hope for the best down the road. So I just didn't realize other ways that we could, and just like it's I think it's phenomenal that people watch film because I think that's probably the biggest. I can't speak on everybody, but I think that's probably the biggest mishap and when you're an athlete is failing to watch film. 'Cause I think that's a huge crucial part that people don't I don't think realize how much of a play it actually does help out in the long run.
yeah, it most definitely does. And like for you was just saying practicing podcasts and stuff. I definitely feel that. Like I think I remember saying in the first one, like me and my brother, which like
Mhm.
he's overseas right now in Switzerland studying, but me, him, and my other older brother, like we had our little thing going as far as podcasts and whatnot. And like, we just took a break from it for right now, but
Mhm.
we'll definitely go back to it sooner or later. And I mean, you can definitely always improve on, just talking, just communication, how you present things, how you speak. So I definitely feel that.
Absolutely, and September for me was insanely busy, and so like the first, the last show in the first show in October, it was so rusty. I'm like, man, you can't be on the thing. Man, I'm sorry, Clyde, but this sucks. But I actually just do it for like I mentioned in the first show. I just do it for fun, and I mean, to me, it's a hobby, especially now with how COVID's affected everybody hanging. I mean, here in Oklahoma City, we're getting to the point now that we got restaurants that's back to go orders only, and fast food restaurants or McDonald's, Canes, and a few Chick-fil-A's are strictly drive-through only. So we're right back to the practically you're isolating yourself at home. So the Zooms and the Facebook mess, or not Facebook, but FaceTimes and whatever else that you can call these things. It comes in handy, and this is another thing. As much as our stream has let me down tonight, but
Right.
it helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, most definitely. I got you.
But I ain't gonna keep up too much of your time left. I know it's you're almost pushing 10. Of course, do you have class tomorrow?
Nah, we ain't got no class tomorrow. I mean, it's 9:36. Nah, I mean, I ain't got no class tomorrow. So we got to practice early in the morning, but that's just because there's a soccer game in the afternoon. But other than that, I'm really not doing nothing.
Just tell them to push the soccer game in the morning.
Yeah, you would think football has that much control. I wish we did, but
No, they're as far as I know, they're a good team. They use. I know they were when I was there. I don't know what they've done since, but game week prep. Besides watching film, anything else you add to your pretty much game week prep, or just pretty much same as usual?
I mean, for me, it's just replicating. It's same as usual, to be honest. I talked to a few people during the week. I mean, family. I definitely talked to my barber, Chad. He's probably watching right now. I talked to him all week about just
Nice.
what we can improve on. He'll send motivation as far as just locking in and being close to God and stuff like that. I mean, I can't knock that. But other than that, I don't really change up anything. For me, everything's kind of just been good. I mean, I don't want to break a good habit that's been
Mm,
working for me, especially like I said, first team all college. You got to be doing something to get that kind of tag. So for me, I don't think there's really anything to change. Nothing's been bad for me. So
excuse me. Of course, with everything going on, and I know I asked the kind of same question in the first time on the first show that you came on, but I'll mix it kind of up, kind of now with everything rolling around. But what is your one word? And a buddy of mine, he may be I know he was watching earlier. I don't know if he's still watching now or not. He texted me about it all. But what is one word or what is one area of your life that you're truly focused on? Um, even just random, like for example, my wife, she lost a good friend of hers due to COVID
mhm.
um, last month, and so she to her, you know living in the moment might be the biggest one, or that she wants to focus more on instead of X, Y, and Z. Is there a certain part of your life that you're not trying to so much improve, but you really just want to focus on to make sure that this certain areas is solid?
I think for me and for mostly any college student, it's simple. It's definitely protecting your mental.
Hmm.
Never getting so frustrated to where the point you're stressing yourself out. That's a big thing, especially you being a college or really a student athlete at that. We got the biggest thing on our plate. We're definitely highly targeted. It's just as far as how we move on campus. They're gonna be the first people to. We're gonna always be the first people to get blamed for something.
Hmm.
So you definitely you just can't stress yourself out with that. And a lot of the time, a lot of students when they're in school, they have work on top of trying to pay a bill. There could be things going on at home, and they're getting stressed out. So for me, it's definitely always protecting your mental, keeping God close, praying every damn day. I mean,
Hmm.
just making sure that you're airing out those thoughts. Never want to keep thoughts in close. Make sure that you're talking to somebody. So for me, that's my biggest thing.
And of course, not to make a joke of it, it's and some people may take it as, oh, your guys are playing around with the size of the community. I'm not. It's obviously it's joking because I didn't realize how small Grayson was until I got there. But jokes aside, of course, how's the small community of Grayson? How's that kind of helped you, or has it helped or changed anything lifestyle wise? Now, granted, I mean, I get it's a small town, but anything different compared to what you're used to that you wish you had in Grayson, or is it kind of just run with it and hope for the best down the road?
I mean, like I said, for me, I don't even look at Grayson, Kentucky as
Right.
like a city more. And it's funny that you ask this because like me and my barber talk all the time. Every time I come up here, it's a business trip.
Hmm.
It's you're having fun at home. You ball out at home. That's what you do at home. But as soon as it's time to go back to school, it's definitely time to stick more to business, which is books, class, stuff like that. So I really don't entertain the outside noise as far as the community.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's nice people in the community, but I've never met them for the simple fact that's not what I'm here for.
Right.
I'm here to build relationships with people on the team, people on campus.
Mhm.
But as far as outside of that, I don't know. I kind of really don't pay any mind to that.
Well, and I like that because I know we always kid of course on here about the size of it, but at the same time, people they may like it, they may not like it, and like and you nailed it. It's business. We're here, like my dad said, you're here to get an education, not here to meet women. You're not here to do all that fun stuff. You're here to you got one mindset, and you're here to do that one mindset. You're not here to mess around, so to speak. And I like that because, and it's true. You're there for one thing, and that's to get a degree, obviously build relationships, and continue to be successful in life after graduation.
Right?
But okay, has it gotten colder yet back there yet? I know it's almost that time of the year where it usually gets a little chillier than normal.
Yeah, and it's weird because, like I said, especially just in my hometown, I know it's probably like a nice little breeze, but it still be feeling like summer days at practice. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It still be
Wow.
80, 83, 82, 85. Sun still be out. You still sweating a whole bunch. So yeah, nah, it's not even a true fall weather right now.
Nice. Well, I was hoping to make it out there this year. I don't know if I'm going to before the season ends because I know, but I got vacation time coming up, and I told my wife, I said, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. So I'm hoping it will fall on one of your guys' home games. I can make it out there.
That'll definitely be dope. Just definitely let me know. I can definitely add you on our ticket list. So
Will
you
do.
definitely want to slide, bring people if you want to. It's up to you.
I definitely got. I'm looking at now. So I think there's 2 weekends. I think there's one. I know that for sure. There's one. I think that one though. There's definitely two that I don't have to work those weekends. So don't be surprised, D'Artagnan, if I text you like, "Hey, so you want some Wendy's or McDonald's or Arby's?"
Hey,
No,
I
I'm
might
just
have to text you iPad. No, I'm playing. No, I'm just playing.
no, I'm messing. But as always, D'Artagnan, I appreciate you coming on, and hopefully next time we won't get all the technology difficulties and all that good stuff. I'm hoping it's just maybe with everything going on weather wise, it's messing something up. I don't know. When it
Yeah,
comes to computer stuff, I'm totally lost at this.
especially I know Daryl's on that HBCU Wi-Fi, which I got family members that go to HBCUs. I already know how that goes.
Well, I can't speak on that one, but I'll take your. I take by experience tonight. I'm gonna assume that it's not the best Wi-Fi that there is out there.
No, most definitely not.
But no, we'll definitely have Daryl back on. And poor guy, hope we don't feel bad because it's all good. But D'Artagnan, best of luck this weekend against St. Andrews, and like I said, I'll be hopefully seeing you sooner than later, and watching you guys get that W.
I got you, man. I definitely appreciate it, bro.
And as always, D'Artagnan, shoot me a text, and we'll hit it up on the podcast, or even on the phone, or we can just chit chat just on what Zoom. I may try that one out this time, next time, or whatever. So
I got you. Yeah, whenever you want me hopping on here, man, just hit me up. I'm probably free on most nights anyway. So
will do, ladies and gentlemen. D'Artagnan Tinsley of the Kentucky Christian University Knights. This weekend they take on they're at St. Andrews University, and best of luck the rest of the way. And I'll talk to you soon, D'Artagnan.
alrighty.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the Air Raid Attack podcast, and folks, it's been a fun run, but a great episode. We'll get this edited and released tomorrow night. But in the meantime, subscribe on iTunes, Google, wherever you get your major podcast platform. And we'll see you guys on the other end. Thank you to Daryl Branch of Tennessee State University and D'Artagnan Tinsley of the KCU Knights. Take care, and we'll see you this Thursday. Kenny will be on the guest as what is it? I have it real quick. I promise you I do. Kenny from Kenny the Sports Guys podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern this Thursday, live on the live stream. Hopefully we won't have any tech difficulties, but we'll see. In the meantime, we'll see you guys Thursday night, and don't be waiting too long. The episode will be released tomorrow night. Take care, and we'll see you all Thursday night.